It's a huge misconception thinking that the more financial tips you consume, the more financially literate you'll be. Because just be honest, between you and me, you've read the books, all the best-selling financial books. You've watched so many videos here on YouTube, on TikTok. You've researched so many tips on Google. And yet, you're still overwhelmed. You're still frustrated. And it's okay. It's valid to feel that way. Because I will tell you why. Hoarding financial tips will not be the long-term solution that you're looking for. I will tell you what you need to do instead that allowed me to recover as a shopaholic now with my first ₱1,000,000 worth of savings and investments. Let's do it. As a money mindset and life coach, this is the same struggle that my clients have come to me for, so know that you are not alone. They come to me with a struggle that I'm so overwhelmed with all of the conflicting financial tips, with the books I read, with the tips I watched online, or I've Googled all the budgeting methods and tried all of the complicated expense trackers, but none of them really stick around in the long run. Or I've been researching for years and reading books for years, and yet I'm still lost with how to manage my finances efficiently. Let me drop a truth bomb for you on why this is the case. It's because your personal finances are meant to be personalized for a reason. That means that you can't expect every source you find on Google, on books, on YouTube videos to magically fix your spending problems, your money problems, your spending habits with just trying to apply the budgeting percentage like it's the magic solution, like it's the magic formula. I tell you that I have tried and seen them all. My clients have come to me with that problem, that I tried this expense tracker, I tried the daily budgeting app, I tried to download and buy this complicated expense tracker, but they don't stick to it in the long run. It's because we think that there is this magic financial template that will magically and automatically fix all of our money problems. But no. So I made this video because I want you to really absorb and let this sink in, that this is the only financial advice that's going to matter, that I want you to really embody and let it absorb inside your mind, that what you really need is a personalized and tailor-fit solution based on your financial situation, based on your income right now, based on your priorities, based on your current life stage. The reason why the financial tips feel conflicting and overwhelming to you is because those tips apply to different kinds of life stages and priorities of a person. So for instance, one person could say like, invest now, you need to start investing in real estate, you need to invest in stocks, you need to start with your insurance. You're overwhelmed because wait a minute, like, I haven't even accomplished my emergency fund yet. I haven't even built my savings yet. And now I have to think about investing in my retirement, investing in real estate. Like, how am I going to afford that? That's why it becomes overwhelming, because all these tips apply to different life stages and different priorities. And it's up to us. How are we going to apply them in a personalized manner? Another example is like, if you're stuck living paycheck to paycheck and then you hear a financial tip like, you should add another side hustle, you should look for more income streams, you're gonna be overwhelmed thinking that like, I can't even grasp my mind in managing the current income I have, and now I have to think about adding another one, adding a third one. It's because, again, that tip may apply to a different life stage, a different financial situation, and you need to have that mental capacity, mental space to ask yourself, how is this a priority for me right now? Is this something that is truly aligned with the life stage that I'm at? Is this aligned with what I want to prioritize that will truly contribute to the life that I want? Because at this point, you're watching this video and you are tired. You are frustrated and you just want to give up on your finances because you've done the work. You've tried. You've been trying, and I see you. So let me tell you the final advice that you need to hear that will finally make a difference. Instead of constantly researching and seeking advice from external sources, from external influences, what you really need to do is search inward first. search inward first, getting crystal clear on what your purpose is behind saving, what your purpose is behind investing in that. It's really reflecting and taking a step back and asking yourself important questions like, how crystal clear are you with your priorities? For what purpose are you saving up for that? For what purpose are you investing in that? Or how are those priorities, those goals, in line with what truly makes you happy and fulfilled? These are the questions that we cannot find the answers to in Google, in YouTube, in TikTok, despite I am there, I am on YouTube, I am on TikTok. So I am being honest with you here that in my experience coaching so many Filipino professionals now, the best solution that allows them to stick to the right sustainable money habits, it really comes from being honest with themselves and searching inward on what their real priorities are, what their real desires are, instead of constantly being bombarded and influenced by what they should invest on, what they should save up for, what they should want, what they should be spending on, what they should start investing in, right? Because if we're constantly relying on others, on external sources to tell us what to do, how we use our money, that's not how we become financially literate. It's the opposite. We become financially dependent on others to validate us, to tell us what to do, to tell us how to use our money. That's why, as a money mindset and life coach, I help my clients to build that trust and confidence in themselves to make wise money decisions by asking these kinds of empowering questions so that they come up in their own brain, their own solutions, their own path, their own routes that will make them feel like, yeah, like, that is my priority, that is aligned to my values, that is the next big step that I want to fund for my life. And so they're not gonna be easily influenced or distracted or feel bad that, oh, I should be investing in real estate by now, I should be investing more in my retirement right now, I should be thinking about early retirement by now. Like, no. When you are so firm about what you want and what your priorities are, it becomes easier to know what's your next financial decision, what's your next investment, what's the next thing you want to save up for, and you become so solid with your spending habits, with your saving habits, knowing that you have this solid foundation of having that trust and having to listen to that inner voice in you, knowing that this is what I want, this is what I want to prioritize, because this is how I'm going to be a step closer to the dream life that I want to wake up to. That's why as a coach, it's a huge misconception that when I coach my clients, I tell them what to do, I tell you step 1, step 2, step 3, but no. When I work with my clients one-on-one in a private coaching session, I don't give advice. I ask empowering questions so that they realize that they're capable, that they're resourceful, that they can make wise money decisions if they just tap into this inner work, the searching inward and being comfortable in listening to their gut feelings and being comfortable in listening to their inner voice. That's why I'm so passionate about talking about this, is that you don't become financially literate by hoarding financial tips. You become financially literate and confident when you learn to trust in yourself, in your ability to make wise money decisions, because it's aligned with your values. It's aligned with what truly makes you happy and contented and free. I want you to think about that your financial system adjusts to your priorities. Your financial system adjusts to your life milestones that really matter to you. Your financial system adjusts to your dream career. It's because this is literally what I've done in my life, with my first 6-figure savings to 500K to now my first million net worth, and now coaching so many Filipino professionals, freelancers, small business owners, is that when you have a tailor-fit financial system according to your priorities, according to your life milestones, according to your financial situation, it becomes natural to stick to it. It becomes easy to follow through. So what I want you to take away from here is that being truly financially literate is knowing that you can trust yourself with your money, that you can trust yourself with making money decisions, that you have that belief in yourself, that you know how to make money well, to manage your money well, because you are clear on your priorities, that you are clear on spending and investing your money towards funding your next lifestyle milestones into reality. It's not about how much knowledge you can dump in your brain, how much things you can memorize, or how much formulas you need to strictly follow. No. Because what's the point of all of that if you don't feel financially confident, if you're still feeling anxious? So what I want you to really embody is that the next time you think about making a decision or making a purchase or making an investment, search inward first instead of asking validation from others, from your parents, from your friends, from the industry, from Google. Because most often than not, this is how my clients realize like this is the right decision, and I can be firm with it because I know within myself that this is what stays true to who I am, what stays true to what I truly want, that gives me real contentment, real happiness, real freedom in my life. And isn't that what it means to be financially independent, to be financially confident, to feel that you're truly in control of where your money goes? So if you also want that tailor-fit support and personalized financial roadmap and system so you could build sustainable money habits and fund these next lifestyle milestones in your life, then I invite you to join my 5-month coaching program, Fund Your Freedom. This is where I've helped several Filipino professionals to stick to a simple and tailor-fit financial system that allowed them to achieve their first 6-figure savings, to quit their job to start their business, to finally fund their dream wedding, to become debt free, to invest in business capital to start their dream business, to travel more to their dream destinations, because this is how our financial system should be for. You can read the success stories of my clients below after they graduated from my program who experienced just that, so you could be inspired of what's possible when you have that personalized solution, that tailor-fit financial system that would give you the peace of mind, the confidence that you could fund your next lifestyle milestones into reality. Also, if you want to get inspired by real case studies from my clients whom I helped with having a personalized financial roadmap, financial solution for funding their life milestones, I send weekly emails inside my weekly email series, Financially Free Fridays. It's completely free to subscribe. Just click the link below in my bio for you to access all those truth bombs that I send every single week, because most of the time I get extra more vulnerable over email. I send more specific and spicy situations that I go through with, and also how I help my clients in overcoming specific struggles. So most likely you're gonna find a story that resonates with you so that you can really picture how you can personalize your financial system, your financial roadmap according to your priorities and life goals. So subscribe to my email list and I will see you on your inbox as well. So speaking of, I want to give real life examples on how it looks like for you when you are clear with your priorities, and how it can be easier to make money decisions when you have crystal clear life goals and life vision for yourself. So when I was in my corporate job, after 6 years, I had finally saved up like 6 figures in my bank account, and I was on a crossroads at that time because people were saying na at that age, like, you could use that amount to invest in a condo, to maybe invest in a property, mag-invest ka na sa lupa, because real estate is always increasing, like the value of it's always increasing. And so I had that in the back of my mind, but then a part of me felt like it didn't feel like it was the right thing for me yet at that time. True enough, when I really took a step back and allowed myself to reflect, right, on what my next big move is, what my next big priority is, I realized that it was really for me to start a business where I get paid doing what I love. It was the next big move was pivoting in my career, completely doing a 180 pivot in my career, because I came from my corporate career. It was about, my expertise then was about digital marketing, and now I was thinking about how could I be a coach that empowers others, that changes lives, that creates a real impact on people. Kumbaga, I was in a crossroads, right? Like, this first route says like, according to society, according to the financial tips of the world, invest in real estate, right? Invest in real estate because it's like the best investment to make as early as possible. So there was that route. And then there was this whisper at the back of my head, it was another route, which was, what if you invested in your dream career? What if you invested in the life where you wake up to being paid doing what you love? And I can tell you the difference between the two. If I invested in real estate, it was because It was based on external validation, based on the external resources, the external sources, the external influences that I kept seeing, that I kept reading about, that I kept watching, you know? But then there was this other route that was about my internal validation, my validation for myself, that if I pursued this, it would be honoring myself and what I really value and what it means to stay true to myself. That's why I speak from experience when I say you need to search inward first whenever you make a financial major decision such as what I had. Because if I decided to follow, the generic financial advice or the common financial tip of investing in real estate, I wouldn't have the coaching business I have today. I would have still been in corporate with a real estate property, but not really having that real fulfillment and freedom and happiness for my life. That's why I'm passionate about helping my clients and figuring out the different routes that they could take and which route would truly create that domino effect to waking up to the dream lifestyle that they truly want. It's not checking off the financial tips that you've read in books and watched on YouTube. No, it's deciding that based on my priorities, these are the financial tips that would apply. So for me, when I got crystal clear, okay, my priority is to start my dream business where I get paid doing what I love, where I have freedom and meaning that I wake up to. When that became a priority, then it was clear for me what to invest in next. It was investing in mentorship, in support, in community that would allow me to launch my business. That's what gave me the permission to use a portion of my six-figure savings to invest in that program, to invest in that course, so I would have the support and confidence and push to really take action on my business. This is why I love coaching my clients to get clear on their order of priorities. On their order of priorities that would get them to fast track funding the dream lifestyle that they want. Because you may want 10,000 things, but which ones are at the top of your list? Which ones are going to make the biggest impact and difference in your life? Like for me back then, it was like the biggest impact it would make is that if I had my dream business, if I had my dream career, that I get to wake up to this kind of lifestyle where I find freedom and fulfillment in what I do, I knew like that was the top of my list. I had to be honest with myself that because it was unconventional. Nobody talked about that in our Filipino culture in YouTube videos about it. So that's why I really believe that being financially literate, being financially confident is staying true to those priorities, is staying firm and being firm that those priorities are what's really important to you. And no matter what people say, no matter how many judgments and criticisms and doubts other people show about what your priorities are, you stay firm. You stay grounded because you know this stays true to who you are and what your values are. Because what I realize is that if you're clear on the direction of your life, it also becomes clear to you which money decisions to make, where your money goes to. In the same way, if you're confused with where your life is headed, if you're confused with where your life is going, you're also confused where your money is going. You're also confused of, should I really be spending on that? Should I really be investing in that? Isn't it scary to spend on that? Isn't it scary to invest in that? And it's because you're not clear on where your life is headed. You're not clear on who you are. You're not clear on what your priorities are. You're not clear on what your vision is. So that's why it's so important to start off with that. To start off with asking yourself the important questions of what your priorities are, who you really are, what your vision is, what's truly important to you, what your values are, because that becomes your compass in making the right money decisions for yourself. That's why I love my work as a money mindset and life coach, because my clients graduate from my program not only having a solid financial system that they can easily stick to, but they realize that they are finally able to embrace who they really are. They finally embrace what their dreams are. They finally embrace the values that they want to uphold unapologetically, because that became their North Star in deciding what's really worth spending on, what's really going to be worth investing in. Because it really goes hand in hand that how you handle your finances really mirrors how you also handle life decisions. It really has to go hand in hand, or else our finances just becomes a chore. Rather, our finances could actually make us feel excited and motivated, knowing that it's the tool to funding our next lifestyle milestones into reality. To get even more inspired, watch this playlist with my clients' success stories who are now funding their lifestyle milestones one by one after graduating from my coaching program.